Alright everyone, main event time. What we got is our current hero from the streets, the king of the Hamptons, and the classiest knuckle-dragger you will ever see, Mr. Troglodyte III, who will be going up against the reigning champion of the greatest promotion you will ever come across, Golden Sierra's Championship. A champion who has held the title for 17 consecutive days, the self-proclaimed Queen of Akron, Patrick Smithy LaChance. Greetings and welcome to Checkpoint Gaming. With this episode, we will be going over a professional wrestling pay-per-view point system we developed and decided to share with you guys. Here at Checkpoint Gaming, besides tabletop games, there are members of our group that enjoy professional wrestling. Yes, we're aware of the stigma surrounding this means of entertainment as well as those who enjoy watching it, and we also know that it is scripted, but that doesn't diminish our enjoyment of this medium of entertainment. Because of this enjoyment of professional wrestling, it led us to develop a point system as a means of further enhancing our enjoyment of it. And though this point system was primarily developed for pay-per-views, that shouldn't prevent its use for regular TV programming and live events for those who wish to use it in that capacity. As some of the details in the point system imply, we did pick a side during the Monday Night Wars, which was a rating war between World Wrestling Entertainment, known as World Wrestling Federation at the time, and World Championship Wrestling through their given flagship programs of Monday Night Raw and Monday Nitro respectively. And though we're glad that our horse won in the end, we do feel that commercial competition is a good thing in the marketplace because it forces those partaking in said competition to produce better products at better prices for the customers, and we feel like that occurred during this given time in professional wrestling. Even though the point system we developed is centered upon the WWE, we feel like it can be adapted to other promotions as well, though some tweaks and modifications might be needed in order to account for different matches found in these differing promotions. So with that said, feel free to adapt what we present here to better accommodate said promotions. And if you are willing to share that information with us, we would love to see it. We're also interested in seeing if this system can be adapted to MMA pay-per-views. With this episode, we're going to go over the rules followed by presenting the points for each match type. And if you're interested in obtaining a copy of this points and rule sheet, go over to our Patreon account where we'll be making it available at the $5 tier. Shameless promotion, we know, but this is one of those situations where we feel like it's worth putting behind a paywall. Although this is an unofficial rule, this system will need to have a scorekeeper, points tracker, bookie, or other such individual who is to not only determine the point value for any given match, but to also record every person's prediction, followed by recording the score for each participant at the end of each match. It will also be this person's responsibility to keep track of any streaks the participants might enter into. First, let's take a look at how this point system works. The scorekeeper is to determine if the basic or additional basic match type is to be used as the basis for the match at hand. With the basic match type, it consists of either a singles match or a tag team match. With the additional basic match type, it consists of a match that sees 3 or more wrestlers participating in the given match. Once the basic match type has been determined, any additional match and/or championship bonuses are to be added to the score value in order to determine what the point value is going to be for the match at hand. So the basic equation looks like this: basic plus additional plus match specialty plus championship, if applicable, and you got the match value. And at the end of the pay-per-view, tally up all of the points that a participant has earned over the course of the card in order to determine who the winner is, with the participant with the most amount of points being deemed the winner. Second, we have the number of predictions a participant is able to make during any given match, which will vary depending upon the match type at hand. This is due to the specialty matches that can appear on the card that will allow the participants to make a prediction for multiple participants. The Royal Rumble is a prime example of this, but with that said, the following rules will hold true in almost all cases that the participants will encounter during the pay-per-view. With a singles match, tag team match, or any other match type that will only see a single participant or team win, the participants can only pick one wrestler or team as their prediction for winning the match. If the participant predicts the outcome correctly, they are to gain the associated points for the match due to predicting the outcome correctly. But if the participant doesn't predict the outcome correctly, then they are to receive no points unless they have made a special prediction during the course of the match. Third, we have the prediction rules for that of the Royal Rumble, which is an original concept of the WWE, and it has become a classic over the years with the winner of said match obtaining a prestigious reward because of it: the opportunity to participate in the main event at WrestleMania for the World Championship title. For us, we see WrestleMania as the crown jewel for the WWE, which is a combination of New Year's and an annual championship for a sporting event such as Major League Baseball or the National Football League. Again, we know that pro wrestling is scripted, but this comparison to professional sports is the best comparison that we can come up with at the time being. Due to the Royal Rumble's standing within the company, we feel like it's deserving of special rules, which consists of the following. At the start of the match, each participant gets a total of 3 predictions they can make at any point during the Royal Rumble to see who they think will win said match. Though unlikely, if all 3 predictions a participant makes are the last 3 wrestlers in the ring, then the participant is to get the points, regardless. With that said, if a participant chooses to wait until there are only 6 wrestlers remaining in the match, then said participant can only make 2 predictions on the matter instead of 3. That's the price you have to pay due to your decision to wait. And finally, if the participant chooses to wait until there are only 4 wrestlers remaining in the match, then said participant can only make 1 prediction and only 1. Said participant will also have to make their prediction when the final 4 wrestlers are apparent. Failure to do so causes them to lose out. Fourth, we have a grudge match, which consists of a match where 2 long-term rivals are facing each other for purposes of pride and/or revenge. Because of this, we have some rules in place that will have to be applied in order to define a grudge match so that the bonus points are able to be applied. In order for a rivalry to count, it will have to be at least 2 months long. On top of this, the match at hand can't already have a specialty match overlay attached to it. Finally, a grudge match will typically be applied to only that of a single match or a tag team match. But with that said, an exception exists when it comes to that of a triple threat for a fatal 4-way match, where the rivalry between the participants has been going on for at least 2 months, where they have been feuding for that given period of time. Fifth, we have the rules pertaining to that of the streak bonus. After a participant has correctly predicted the winner of 3 consecutive matches, then they're to receive a one-time bonus of plus 3 points to their score. If the participant continues to make correct predictions after the initial 3, then said participant is to receive a plus 1 point to their score, with this bonus point continuing to be added to their score until they predict a match incorrectly. At this point, their streak comes to an end. And sixth, we have the rules pertaining to that of the special predictions a participant is able to make during the pay-per-view. All participants are allowed to make special predictions about a match, and though it is preferred that it's made before the ringing of the opening bell, the prediction will have to be made before the outcome of said prediction occurs. That's why it's called a prediction, not a postdiction. The prediction also can't be an obvious one, such as a chair or other foreign object being used during a hardcore match, or Jeff Hardy doing something crazy during a TLC match. Next, we have the Martin Rule, which prevents a participant from using their special prediction to gain points on the outcome of a match after making their primary prediction for the match itself. For example, a match is to occur between The Undertaker and Kane, and the participant predicts that The Undertaker is going to win the match. From there, the participant can't make a special prediction that Kane is going to win. This system is designed to be all or nothing, so using one's special prediction to choose the other wrestler undermines this, because by doing so, the participant is to gain points no matter what. With all of that said, this rule stems from the early days of East developing this point system, where we were still figuring out the rules and point values for each match. And we call this rule the Martin Rule, because our friend Martin saw this loophole in the rules and took advantage of it during the pay-per-view we were watching. That is some good critical thinking skills right there, and it is worth applauding. And though this rule is to curtail such actions in the future, we still named it after him because 1, he was the one who noticed the situation, and 2, to honor such critical thinking skills. So for every special prediction a person gets right, they're to obtain an additional point for making a correct prediction. And the person is to obtain this point, even if they didn't predict the result correctly for the match itself. We also had this special prediction be limited to 3 per match, but we decided to abandon that idea. With the rules taken care of, let's take a look at the points system. With the basics, a singles match is worth 1 point, while a tag team match is worth 2 points. With the additional basics, a triple threat match and a 2-on-1 match are both worth 3 points. When it comes to that of a fatal 4-way match, 3-on-1 match, and a gauntlet match, each are worth 4 points. And with a 6-man tag match, it is worth 6 points. With the basics and additional basics taken care of, let's take a look at the points for the different championships found within the WWE, which are to be added to the basic or additional basic points. With the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships, they are worth 8 points. With the Intercontinental and United States Championships, they are worth 6 points each. When it comes to that of the Tag Team Championship, it is worth 5 points. And with that of the Women's or Divas Championship, it is worth 4 points. With all of that taken care of, let's take a look at the specialty matches that are to be added atop of what has already been covered. When it comes to that of the Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, and the 3 stages of Hell matches, each one is worth 10 points. With a Buried Alive match, it is worth 9 points. With a Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, an Iron Man match, and a Last Man Standing match, each are worth 8 points. With a 6-pack challenge match, it is worth 7 points. In a Steel Cage match, Hardcore match, Stretcher match, and an Ambulance match, they are worth 6 points each. With a First Blood, I Quit, and Ladder match, each one is worth 5 points. With a Punjabi Prison match, a Falls or Submissions Count Anywhere match, and a Casket match, they are worth 4 points each. With a Tables match, 2 out of 3 Falls match, and a Submissions match, each match is worth 3 points. With a Strap match, a Lumberjack Jill match, Item on a Pole match, and Elimination Style match, each match type is worth 2 points. And in a Grudge match, it is worth 1 point. With the original matches found with the WWE, their point values are worth the following. With the Royal Rumble match, it is worth 15 points. With the Championship Scramble match and the Survivor Series Elimination match, they're both worth 8 points each. When it comes to correctly making a special prediction, it is worth 1 point. And with the Streak bonus after predicting 3 matches correctly, the participant is to gain 3 points with every correct selection, after that awarding said participant 1 additional point. So with that said, that is what you need to know about how to go about using our wrestling pay-per-view point system. If you liked this episode, feel free to give it a like. And if you want to stay up to date on any future episodes we upload, go ahead and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/checkpointgaming. See you in the next episode, and happy gaming.